guys, it's boy Anomaly from Sweden, and in today's video we are going to find out which animation is the rarest when you're inspecting a CSGO knife. So if you didn't know, some knives have special animations. For example, when you pull it out, it can have a special deploy animation, or when you inspect it, it can also have a rare special animation for that specific knife. But before we get into that, this video was brought to you by Skins Monkey. They're a trading site for CSGO skins, and it's just as simple as that. It's a good way to change up your loadout easily every so often to play with some new skins. And they've got a 30% deposit bonus, and if you use the link in the description or put the code Anomaly, you get another 5% for a total 35% deposit bonus. If you're making your first trade, you can also use code Anomaly and get up to $5 for free. They've also got a freebies tab for giveaways, which you can join for free. So if you want to try them out, then please use the link in the description, and thank you Skins Monkey once again for sponsoring this video. Now you might be wondering how I got these exact data for how rare the animation is. Well, I didn't sit for hours on end trying to inspect myself and then extracting the data from that. No, that would be stupid. My dear friend Zool helped me out with this. I actually asked him because I was prepared to sit down for hours just inspecting and see how many times I hit it, but he said that he could easily check it by looking at the code for CS. So here's the actual code from the game, so you can see that I'm not making these statistics up and that it's all legit. Well, starting off with the M9 bayonet, as most of you know, this knife does not have a special deploy animation, and it also does not have a special inspect animation. As sad as it is, back when this was released, there just weren't any rare animations. They didn't do that until a few years later. So for the knives that don't have any special animation whatsoever, we have the M9 bayonet, the karambit. Even though you can technically spin the karambit, it's not rare, it's just you pressing R and F all the time. The bayonet, the huntsman, the shadow daggers, the bowie knife, the flip knife, and the gut knife. These don't have a special deploy animation, and they also don't have a special inspect animation. Now the first knife that I'm going to talk about that actually has a rare animation is the butterfly knife. Let me just jump in game so I can show you. So, here is the butterfly knife, and most of you have probably seen it before, you probably know what it looks like, but I bet many of you didn't know that you have 3 different inspect animations. They aren't really rare, they all have the exact same chance, 1 in 3, and this is what they look like. So the first one we have, when he does like a half spin, which is pretty cool. We have... ooh, the full big spin there, that's very nice. And let's see if we can get the third one. I think that's the one, right? Yeah, and there you have the and half a spin thing. And here's just the regular flip up. Now, all 3 of these have a 1 in 3 chance, so they're not really that rare. However, for the deploy animation, when you pull it out, there's actually... oh. And the butterfly knife also has 2 different deploy animations, which is when you pull it out. So the first one we have is this one, the regular, when he flips it out. But we also have... there we go. When he does the fring thing, that's quite rare. A 1 in 5 chance for him to do that little extra fring when you pull out the butterfly, huh? The more you know. Now, the next knife we're going to be looking at with a rare animation is the Talon knife. Now, oh my god, that float value. Now, the Talon knife does not have a rare deploy animation. It's always the same, but it does have 2 different inspect animations, one of them being rare. So, let's see what it looks like. POV, a homeless man's asshole on a Thursday evening after I pay him €2. Okay, let's see if we can get the rare animation. 1 in 4. Hey! That's the rare animation. The regular one, he just takes it, looks at it. But the rare one, which is a 1 in 4, he spins it. Let's see. There we go. Now, if you didn't know, if you get that rare animation, you can actually just keep holding F while inspecting. I'm keep holding now. And he keeps spinning it, huh? That's pretty cool. If you didn't know that, you can have an infinite spinning animation. You can run around. Wow. So cool. This is if you have TikTok ADHD brain and you just want to keep spinning something like a fidget spinner, you can do it. Next knife we're looking at is the Ursus knife. Now, this one also has a rare animation, but it also has rare deploy animation. Both of these being 1 in 4 chance. So, first the rare deploy animation. That's the regular one when he just pulls it out. And that's the rare one, when he flings it, spins it, and does a show. Very cool. Now for the rare inspect animation, we have, this is the regular one. Okay, he looks at it, pretty nice. But I know with the rare one, he flips it a little bit. Let's see if we can get it. Oi, there we have it. When he flings it with his fingers. Oh, that's a really cool animation. And only 1 in 4 chance, so it's pretty common that you actually get that inspect animation in-game. Woohoo! Very nice. Hey, there we go. Now, the next knife we're looking at is the Stiletto knife. This Stiletto knife does not have a rare deploy animation. It does, however, have a rare inspect animation. So let's see. Now, this one's also a 1 in 4. So let's see. That's the rare one! First try, baby! The regular one, he just looks at it like this, like, He holds it like this, like, I don't know why. It's like when I'm trying to take a piss, you know, like, I'm trying to aim it. There's the rare one. When he throws it, that's pretty cool. For a 1 in 4 chance, you have a good chance of hitting that in-game. Next knife we're taking a look at is the Navaja knife, which, even though it's a shit knife, it does have a rare animation. So let's take a look. Now, as with the Stiletto as well, this one does not have a rare deploy animation, only a rare animation, which is also a 1 in 4 or a 25%. So that's the regular one when he just looks at it, and the rare one looks like... I think I'm mistaken, actually. I don't think the Navaja has anything special. I think I'm shouting shit. Never mind. Fuck the Navaja. It doesn't have... It's a shit knife and it doesn't have any special animation. The next knife we're actually looking at, which has a special animation and a special deploy animation, is the survival knife. And the survival knife looks like this. And it's got a 1 in 6 deploy animation and a 1 in 4 inspect animation. So let's see if we can see what they look like. So here's the regular deploy animation. It's a 1 in 6, so a little bit rarer. Woohoo! God damn, that's cool! Woohoo! God damn, that's really cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Survival knife, not one of my favorite knives, but that animation is fucking sick. Okay, let's see the rare inspect animation, which is a 1 in 4. This is the normal one when he just looks at it. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. And then the rare one... Ooh, he like does a little bit like this. Yeah, that's a pretty cool animations for a not so cool knife. Next knife is from the same case as the survival knife. We have the Paracord knife, but the Paracord knife has a rarer animation. This one is actually a 1 in 6 for the deploy chance, a 1 in 6, and for the inspect animation, it's a 1 in 5, so a little bit rarer. Let's see the draw animation. Ooh, okay, that's the rare one when he throws it from one hand to the other. Pretty cool, but I think the survival knife is way cooler. And for the rare inspect animation, we have this one. I think that's the regular one. And the rare one... This is the rare one. Yeah! When he flips it in his fingers, that's really cool. So overall, Paracord, pretty nice set of animations. Not at all as cool as the survival knife, though. Next knife we're looking at is the Nomad knife. And I bet many of you know the rare animation for this one because it's really cool. So the rare inspect animation is a 1 in 5, but the deploy chance is only a 1 in 11. So quite rare. So let's see. That's the normal deploy animation, and the rare one is when he cuts his finger and does a little... Hey, you saw it! Oi! He cuts his finger, he's like, ah, god damn it! He pulls it out. Ah! Yeah, but that's a really cool animation for a quite not so cool knife. I mean, that's a very nice animation, but the knife itself is not that sick. And then for the 1 in 5 inspect animation, this is the rare one. First try, when he like flips it in his fingers, and the regular one, of course, is just him looking at it. Not so special. He just inspects it, and wow. Next knife doesn't have a deploy animation, but it does, however, have a really cool inspect animation. Of course, I'm talking about the classic knife, more known as the original CS knife that you get the model and design from Counter-Strike 1.6 and Counter-Strike Swords, which is a very cool knife, I'm not gonna lie. Now, as I said, no special deploy animation, but it does, however, have a 1 in 6 inspect animation, which looks like... It's the normal one, okay, inspecting, looking at it, and the rare one... Oh yeah! Holy shit! That's really cool. When he flips it, the sharp side in his hand and flips it again. Very cool. It's like a throwing knife. Now, that's a 1 in 6 chance, but it took me a really long time to get it because, you know, that's the chance that you have. It's not always certain, but it's a very cool animation. I just wish it had a deploy animation as well. Sadly, it doesn't. Oi, there we go. That's a really cool animation, actually. Next one, which is the second to last knife that we're looking at, is the skeleton knife, which has both a rare inspect animation and a deploy animation. So here's the skeleton knife. Most of you know it. There's the regular pull out when he like pulls it out. That sounded very gay. And the rare one looks like... I think that's when he spins it. Oh my god, that's very cool. When you hit an op shot, you... What the fuck? When you hit an op shot, you change to knife, and he does that spin, you feel like you're Jesus, bro. Oh my god, that's a really nice knife. Now, for the inspect animation, you know we have the regular one like this. When he looks at it, he flicks it a little bit, and he's like, okay, that's enough. But the rare one... God damn! Is the helicopter. And a little Easter egg here, just like with a Talon knife, if you keep holding F when you get it, I'm just holding F, he keeps spinning it like a helicopter, which is pretty cool. You can run around like this as well, and everyone thinks that you look absolutely crazy. Also, what the fuck? Look, it looks like I only have one finger. Ah, the shadow people took my fingers! Now for the final knife, which is very rare, we have the Falco knife. Now, everyone knows the Falco knife. Most people think it's not really that good of a knife, and to be honest, it doesn't even have a special deploy animation. It only has one rare inspect animation, but it is so insanely rare that it's whenever you hit it in game, you feel very cool, because this is only a 1 in 101 chance of happening. So it's less than 1%, which means on average you have to inspect your knife 101 times for it to happen once. So I might be sitting here for a long time. The deploy animation looks like this, but as I said, there's no special version of it. But the inspect animation, that's the regular one. He spins it, he looks at it, and that's it. Now I need to sit here for a while to get the rare one. Oh, I hit it! Oi! That's really cool. And that's a 1 in 101 chance of happening, or less than 1% chance. Extremely rare. Just like with a Talon, just like with a skeleton, if you somehow still hold the F key when you hit that balancing thing, he will keep balancing it until you let go. So I need to hit it again. Excuse me for just 4 hours until it hits. Oh, holy shit, we hit it finally. That actually took so long. Now, I'm holding... I must have let go. Anyways, it does work. You can hold it for a very long time, run around, have fun, and that's very rare. And as I said, that's the last knife, the Falco knife, but we actually have 2 more skins that have rare animations, and both of these are guns. Now, the first one is the Desert Eagle, which doesn't have a rare deploy animation, but as most people know, it has a rare inspect animation. This is the normal one when he's just inspecting it, but the rare one is... Hey, this one! When he spins it around like, I don't know, Billy the Kid, Wild West. Very cool. And just like with the Falco and the Talon and all those other knives, if you get the spin animation, you can keep holding F and he'll actually infinitely spin the deagle. So if you're having a pistol round, you can just run around like this. Absolutely crazy. And then find someone to one dig, boom, and you're the coolest guy on the server. And the final gun that has a rare animation is the R8 Revolver. Now, the R8 Revolver does not have a rare inspect animation. No, it only has a rare draw animation. So let's see if we can hit it. This is the normal one when he flings it around, puts the mag in, and the rare one looks like... Oh, any day now. Way there, when he spins it a little bit. Much less cool than the Desert Eagle when he literally spins it for like 5 seconds. But still, you know, if you're just gonna pull out your R8, that's pretty cool. And that rare animation on the R8 is a 2 out of 7 chance. So very specific, but yeah, pretty cool. So thank you guys for watching. I bet many of you guys didn't even know that the different animations had different rarities, and I bet you definitely didn't know the actual % chance of the inspect animations happening. So now you know, if you hit the Falcon animation, you're very lucky. You also know if you hit that with the Nomad, you are pretty lucky. And you also know that when you hit that spin with the Deagle, you're also pretty lucky. So thank you guys for watching. Now I'm going to go thank Zool once again for saving me 4 or 5 hours of sitting there inspecting every single knife. And now I have the code, so I have concrete proof that these are the actual chances. Yeah, yeet! For the deploy chance, a 1 in 6, and for the